Hi, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite pieces of software. And if you've never heard of this before, I think that it might be something that you might be interested in, especially if you listen to a lot of music. For those of you who use iTunes or if you use Windows Media Player, you'll find that sometimes you run into some issues with playing various formats of music, depending on whether or not it's an MP3 or a WAV file, or if it's something a little bit more rare. Normally you'd be all right with MP3 or WAV files, but in this case, maybe someone has given you a recording of something maybe from a long time ago that had a different format. And I'm going to teach you about a different media player that is free and is available for just about any type of platform that is out there. You can download it for Windows, you can download it for Mac. It's available on Linux, and recently even Android. There's a new app for Android that has come out, and even on iOS. There's a great deal of things that this piece of software can do. So we're going to talk about VLC, and VLC is free, and you can Google it. Just Google VLC, and if you go to the videoland.org website, they'll give you some information on what exactly it can do. It does quite a bit of a lot of different things. So VLC is a free and open source cross-platform multimedia player. It plays most multimedia files as well as DVDs, audio CDs, and video CDs, and also supports online streaming as well. So let's take a look at VLC. So when you open up VLC, depending on which type of operating system you're using, you're going to find that it looks very different. This is the Mac version of VLC. And VLC can be played on older computers, newer computers. It's not very resource intensive. It's a great resource for those of us who play a lot of music. And for some people, they may not want to use things like iTunes or Windows Media Player, and that's why I would recommend this. So with VLC, you can play video files, you can play audio files, and I want to give you an example of a recording that was given to me probably back in the year 2000. And so this is 16 years old at the very least. It could be before that. And iTunes won't play this, and Windows Media Player won't play this format. This was a webcast of a concert from a long time ago. And if I'm just going to simply drag and drop, and you'll notice that if you can hear it, it starts playing automatically as soon as I drag it into the box. And so I've never had a file that couldn't be played in VLC for one way or another. Let's take a look at some of the other things you can do. You can create playlists. You can import your media library. So if you have songs on your computer, you can just access those songs right away. If you have videos on your computer at all, you can do that. You can play your music. You can even look at your pictures. And you can do some network things as well. You can listen to your podcasts. You can listen to free music. You can listen to things like iCast and IceCast and Jamendo, which are all great channels. So it does quite a bit. It also plays movies. You can insert a DVD just like you could with Windows Media Player. And there are great playback options. If you want to play something back slower, you're trying to learn something, you want to play back slower, you can listen to things at half speed or even more than half speed. You can very easily supports full screen, so you can play everything back in full screen, and supports a lot of things like even subtitles and all sorts of things that you might not have access to in a simple media player like Windows Media Player. So it's a great piece of software, and I use it quite a bit for home and for school and for basically anything that I need. I really can't say enough about this piece of software. It even comes in a portable version, so you could install it on a USB drive, and if you were at someone else's computer or you're using a different computer than you normally would, you can have access to VLC on that computer as well. So it's very handy, very reliable, it's very portable, and it's available for any type of computer, and I highly recommend VLC.